So in Malchus's voice, give us his recent imaginings, Malchus.
The recent busyness of Rusthenge. Is that what we're looking for?
Yes, yes. Malchus's recap of recent events.
Well, we're investigating the boat, and these guys were real quick to take up the captain seat when someone was, if the captain had been decapitated. I'm diseased, and the goat meds help, so we're headed to the keep to get my cleric back.
Oh man, it's like a love interest. Yeah, all right. That was Malchus, everybody.
Whoa.
All right. So yeah, I am Meyore, and I'll be your game master for Rusthenge, and eventually for Abomination Vaults if, poor old Grizz's electricity situation ever gets figured out. Next up, I do not have Babycornboi, aka Grub. He is a busy lawyer man, and I appreciate everything he does. And next up we have BKSchatzki. Who do you play? Yeah, that crazy little gnome.
Oh, God.
Next up we have KeenBean. Who do you play?
I play Crowlock.
That is right.
Yeah, I told you
And-
it's Sussy King.
Just a sussy version of my voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
That's your
not
Crowlock
wrong.
voice?
that's Crola. It's just your voice, but Sussy.
Yep. And last but not least, we have Malchus, who gave us the wonderful recap, played by Battletight. Malchus is going to start the game with 2 hero points instead of 1, like everyone else. Don't forget, you can use the hero point to re-roll a roll, but you got to use the new roll. Also, you can spend whatever hero points
I'm
you
gonna
have.
forget.
Yeah, or also, if you go down, you can spend all your hero points to essentially, instead of increase your dying value, stabilize with 0 hit points, which is nice. As we said, our group had just received a mold of a key from first mate Giannis from the Swordfish, and she had given that to Dylan and Norin. And you guys, I guess, had just decided that you weren't going to burn down their ship for not helping you guys. So,
By you guys, you mean Grub?
Thank goodness the goblin fell asleep.
what are you talking about? But yeah, Grub follows along and grumbles that he can't burn the ship and stick it to the man. All right. So with that though, are you guys headed to the blacksmith first to deal with the key mold, or are you guys going straight to Stonehome? What's the plan?
Thank goodness Meyore was here.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the key.
We got the key mold. Hey, blacksmith.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
You.
Sure, here we go.
What use is the key when we already know a secret way in?
Maybe the key opens more things inside. How do you know that it's just for the front door?
I guess that's useful.
I agree.
Although maybe I'm
Lead on.
underestimating the Goramites. We do tell, like, pretty unfairly dumb stories about them. So, I don't know. Let's just get the key done anyway. Whatever.
All right, yeah, let's go to the blacksmith.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, you guys head on. It's not a very large town, you know. Easy enough to hear the cling, cling of someone working on an anvil. And you guys see you know, kind of a fairly tan man. He's sweating, you know, it's the coast. It's he's working hard in the forge, got all the heat, dark hair. And he looks up and says, you know, between smacking on his sword, what can I do for you?
Could you make this key for us? That'd be great.
Oh, key. That's a little different from what I'm used to, but I'm sure I could do that for you. How soon do you need it?
How soon can you do?
Well, I suppose, let's see here. I guess you might say that, yeah, I could probably do this in about an hour, I suppose, probably for about 4 gold or so. It sounds fair enough to me.
How much gold do I actually have? Oh, yeah, okay. Yep, sure, no problem. I'm gonna take out 4 gold and just hand it right to him.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Now, I guess, are you actually able to edit your gold? Because I know Malchus was having issues.
I am trying, and I think I cannot. Wait, remove coins. Remove 4. Let me see.
Aha! There we
It
go.
works.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, I think that... Were you trying the plus and the minus before, like, on the actual gold pieces item?
I was in my character sheet in the inventory tab, and right next to your coins, you have a plus and minus and a set all treasure button, which I almost clicked. Which
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was
that it would've
wondering
mattered, but,
what you were doing. Yeah, all right, so yeah, next time we'll try that with you, Malchus, to see if that works better than whatever was working before. Okay, yeah, and he's like, oh, all right, well, I'll get to work on this for you then. Thank you, and he'll start getting to work on that. You guys are free to hang around or walk around town, or what's the plan?
well, what now? Back in an hour?
We'll say it's over here.
I'm like, where is it?
I say we just go take a walk around the fort.
Yeah, you can show us what you saw last time. Yeah?
As long as you want to make the climb twice.
Oh,
Was
gotcha,
that a
gotcha.
dangerous climb?
It's dangerous if you fall.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get some help for that. But let's go there first. I don't want to
Yeah.
stroll around town with the help.
Little grub has a climbing kit, so you know, toothy grin.
A perfect grub impression.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Once again.
It's not gonna work unless I see Babycornboi's teeth right in the camera.
Yeah.
Yep, I love how he does that too. Oh man. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys begin making your way over there, walking through town. I do want to drag you guys here for just a moment. Just so you guys can kind of get an idea of this a little bit.
So you can get
not
attacked by
saying,
a owlbear.
yeah, not saying that you're actually this close, but just so you guys can kind of get a view of the front. So, oh Jesus, that is much louder. What in God's name is that? Oh, okay, let me turn that down a little bit. Yeah, so you guys kind of walk down the road, kind of past Stonehome on your way to the cliffside over there. Oh my God, was that like a beast? Yeah, anyways, so let me see if you guys can see this. No, because there is a wall there.
I see a shroud over that.
A shroud, you say? Oh, because it's got cover, that's why. Okay, so
Yeah.
what I will say is, you
Yeah, I don't have
guys,
sight lines.
I'll just move them here for now, so you guys can kind of get an idea of where they are. You guys walk by the fort and you see pretty clearly that there do actually appear to be two people in. I'm not gonna reveal this photo just yet, but basically there are two kind of like robed, but you can still tell like armored figures. It's not exactly a robe per se, as more of it's like these two figures appear to kind of have like a cloak on them. And you can kind of see like some slight shining of armor beneath that cloak where it's open. And they are patrolling each section of the wall here. Whereas before, you guys weren't really seeing that. There was like one guard just kind of keeping an eye out, whereas it looks a little more active. And I'll say a little bit higher, kind of hard for you guys to visualize this. You would also see above the wall, as you kind of look up at the temple, there is kind of like a crenellated wall at the top of that. And you can also see two more figures up there as well that kind of appear to be like keeping an eye out for things. So one might say that the temple's definitely looking a bit more on high alert today.
Jeez,
But
I just Kurlock wants to say, motherfucker, I knew we should have done this yesterday.
Yeah, you guys can keep walking on to the east towards the cliff. I just wanted y'all to, kind of see that as y'all walk by. I assume trying to look somewhat inconspicuous. Y'all can
Yeah,
see
we're
those
just out on a
people
walk,
patrolling
man.
walls. Yeah, exactly.
This is about as inconspicuous as a giant crow, an orc goblin, and a fucking hobbit thing can look. Gnome, not a hobbit. Jesus.
Hobbit thing. All right.
I didn't want to say anything.
I just like to imagine Krolok said all of that out loud.
Racist.
Yeah, that's right. It's fucking hobbit, man.
That's so confusing. That's like that's a racist term for halflings, and I'm not even a halfling. Like, there's so many layers to this.
Racist, but not even the right race. What the fuck?
Oh god. Before we get stuck in the raceception, yeah, you guys make it over through the woods to the cliff where you guys climbed up before, Krolok. Or the
Hey, guys.
very steep slope.
It was kind of hazy yesterday because I was kind of like in and out, But did any of those robed guys get away?
Only
Yes.
one that I know of.
Did they maybe come here and say, "Hey, there are some bad guys"? I mean, we're not the bad guys, but you know what I mean. Like, from their perspective, we're the bad guys. And now that's why Stonehome looks... Yeah. Oops.
I told you there's a tunnel to the
kicking
to
his
the
sandals
fort.
at the dirt. Like, oh, man.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, we're not very good at this, are we?
So should we climb up?
Let's
How
go.
high is it?
It was.
I'll assume Grub wants to throw his hook.
Yeah. And he throws his little hook up, and it was, it was about 15, 20 feet up. to get to a more open area up above. And he throws his hook up and goes first because Grub is a little go-getter and he's accustomed to using his climbing tools. And he is going to, I forget, what bonus does he get from this? He gets a, oh, that's for crit failing. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So athletics, let me just see if I can do that. Nope, I can't do that from a pop-out. All right, so, just remembering how to use Foundry, don't worry about me. Athletics is right here. Wow. Good
Jesus.
thing that
Oh.
he has his climbing kit because he gets like 10 feet up and slips and falls, but thankfully he's been putting his little pitons in. He's got his harness attached to the hook, and he dangles from the rope as he kind of looks at you guys. Well, it'll go easy for you. Anyways, he continues to climb up, and he does eventually get up there, but not without a little bit of embarrassment. All right. And he, makes sure the rope's taut up there and says, come on up. And you guys are free to start climbing up. Everyone just give me athletics checks.
We get to use this grappling hook.
Yep.
Give me a second. Somehow, I think I have the potential to do.
What
even worse than
modifier
Grub.
do we need to add?
Would your what do any what?
Do we need to add a modifier for the grappling hook?
Oh, no. It just, it turns crit failures into failures. Which means
Okay.
instead of falling, you just don't really climb. All right.
Oh, so like with my 4?
Oh, man.
And that's a 13.
Nice.
Wow, Malchus
Okay.
and I rolled the same.
Who
You're
went
plus
second, by
7.
the way?
That's with a +7, yeah.
Well,
I'll say I went second. I
right,
went
yeah.
second.
Del, you it takes you a little bit of time. You like almost lose your footing a couple times, but you are able to get up there, albeit a little bit slower than you think you might have been able to. And then Krolok, would you go after Del?
Sure.
All right, Krolok, you get about halfway up. You also fall like Grub. But thankfully, well, one, you're not even really hurt by falling, but two, you're also
Yeah, I
secured
don't
to
give a
this
shit.
rope. So, you slip and fall, brush it off, and climb upwards. And finally, Malchus, after Krolok gets up there, is similar to Del and Moran. You probably could have done this a little bit faster, but you do slowly make your way up the slope.
Well, that was
Just
a
gotta
pain.
roll higher.
Climbing is hard.
Where are we going, Birdman?
I'll say, over here you can see the heads, and I'll say probably best to be sneaky with more guards around.
Yeah, I was.
So
about
I
say
want
we
to
did
sneak
have
over there.
bookends.
All right.
Me too.
Everyone,
Are we all
go ahead and give me stealth rolls.
You just want to
Finally, something I'm good at.
Yeah, well, if it comes to initiative, we'll use it. I just kind of wanted to see
Okay.
what we're dealing with here. Okay. So, I'll say that, as you guys are kind of trying to somewhat sneakily hike, along this mountainside, trying to avoid the cliff edge too much, you guys are eventually able to see A little bit more of the roof. You guys can get a better look at it. So let me just
I'm about to say you guys are eventually spotted and sniped out of the cliff.
well, we'll see. So let me drag you guys right here really quick to kind of give you an idea. Since you guys do have somewhat of a height here. Okay, so sweet. All right. Let me activate this. So there's like a couple things that you guys see. Let me drag you here really quick. So you can see that, because that's on the roof. Oh, Jesus, hold on. You don't see anything in here, though. You don't see
I see
jack
tons of
diddly.
stuff in there.
Nothing. You don't
Holy
see
shit,
nothing.
crossbows
Wait a
aimed at
minute, where
us
are
from
we?
it. They're like giant crossbows aimed at us.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, cool. So, you're not actually here. This is just so I could have you guys see this. Okay, so
Okay.
near the front of the keep, that is where you see these kind of cloaked figures looking around up here. Similar to the
Oh, fuck
ones guarding the front, they're looking around up here. You guys are able to see. Actually, should we be able to see that? Yeah. This is. Oh yeah. This is on the
So
roof.
that's
Yeah.
that's the roof. We can see these giant fucking things.
Well, yeah. The picture is not quite representative. But yeah. So you guys are able to
Okay.
see. There's kind of that. You do see some. You see that kind of above the entryway. There is like a flat clearing up there. You see two. Honestly, it looks like somewhat decrepit ballistas. They appear to be somewhat rusted and kind of eaten away. You see the cloaked figures looking around up there. And you also see on the east side over here, you see kind of like another open space where there appears to be kind of like a bucket, like a barrel with arrows inside of it. So it looks like it's probably another spot that someone might, shoot arrows down from. And you guys can also kind of see. Let me move you up over here. Oh, y'all didn't see nothing. Ignore that. Okay. So over here, you guys can see. This one's a little bit harder to see. You'd kind of more see this upper part of it, but you do see that there is kind of like a large balcony, and there's kind of like a sand pit that's somewhat narrow across the whole length, about 35 foot long, with small rope partitions marking every last 5 feet on each end. And you also see a rusty iron ladder, somewhat the top of it, because it's kind of on the southwest corner over here, which is a little hard for you guys to see. And so that's what you'd see there. And then let me take you guys over here to this. I'm just going to put you guys in the middle of this again, just so that way you guys can see it. There's walls and stuff. And let me delete you guys off there. All right, and over here. Oh, geez, let me turn that down. Those strong winds are so strong. Yeah, and then once again on the rooftop, you guys can kind of see that the stone roof of the building is constructed from masonry with dried layer of clay for weatherproofing. There are grooves along the nearly flat roof to channel water off to the sides, and there's also what appears to be kind of like a 60-foot long archery range running west to east with 2 targets comfortably spread on the 30-foot wide range, so you can kind of see those target dummies here. And then also, as I mentioned for Grub and Co before, you guys do see somewhat far away on this northern part of the roof here, there are 3 severed heads, one with kind of an interesting tricorn hat. I guess I can just show them like that. That you can kind of see them a little bit better. So yeah, 3 severed heads up there. But the thing is as you guys kind of gaze across this roof and everything, you notice that the 2 guys that are on the roof to the south, they're kind of like looking all around, and they actually see you guys up on the cliff. We'll say that you guys aren't super close. We'll say that you guys got to about here where you could actually see things. And they kind of like point up at you and they like start shouting, but it's like a little hard to hear from your distance. But they clearly look agitated and are like motioning for you to leave, basically.
Before anything else, do I know if this kind of armor or whatever these guys look like is a Goramite uniform of some kind?
Oh,
or is
okay.
it really weird?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a one, I would say give me a perception check to kind of get a good view of this, and then two, give me a religion to see how well you can recollect that information. Sorry for the two-prong. Anyone who wants to as well.
They're pretty far away.
Yeah. Oh, hey, pretty good on the
15.
perception.
Do you want me to roll religion?
Yeah. So first off, with the
perception, always
perception,
in a different
I'll
spot.
say that you can see under the robes, they clearly are wearing plate. But what you aren't able to notice is like kind of where, like when the guy's like moving his arm for you to go, it kind of like makes his cloak move out of the way a little bit. And you can actually see that there's like large patches of rust on the plate. And we'll say Krolok, you're able to see the same thing. And go ahead and give me the religion check there, Della Netanorin.
No.
All right. So
I don't know. They look like Goramites to me. Like,
I mean,
Well, God has actually abandoned you, so
they are cloaked figures in rusty plate armor. And that is kind of what you know about that. Oh, what I will say, though, is you don't, at least at a glance, notice horseshoes like you did on the other people. Because that was like emblazoned across, across their robes or whatever.
okay, so I don't see the horseshoes.
What other people?
Yeah, you don't see the horseshoes. You just see rusty armor under simple cloaks.
That was gonna be my next question.
I'm gonna say, no horseshoes. No idea what the difference is, though.
Well, they would have been a part
I think
of
they
the,
want us to leave.
time to go.
Yeah, you like see one like start drawing a bow.
Yeah, we'll start walking back this way. Back where we
Yeah,
came
let's-
from.
All right, yeah, you guys start backing out of there. In a somewhat quick pace to avoid any further confrontation. Okay. We'll say that this little hike and everything is at this point probably been about 45 minutes or so. You walked across town, you walked through the woods, you climbed, you scouted, and now you're, I assume, making your way back to the blacksmith potentially?
Yeah, I'll dramatically jump off the cliff just for effect.
Nice. Yeah, y'all see as Krolok just glides gracefully to the ground.
Go off.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure Grub would
Is it
probably
a
have
sheer
something
cliff,
more.
or is it just like a big slope?
It's like a very rocky, kind of jagged outcropping of rock. So it's like somewhere between a cliff and a very steep slope, kind of. That makes sense.
Jagged. Okay, I'm not gonna do what I thought when I looked at this and said, "Hey, that's dirt colored." I will take Grub's rope.
I cannot. I'm just imagining the belly flop of. All right, yeah. You go ahead, and it's easy enough to make your way down with the rope and whatnot. And yeah, everyone's able to head on down. Is there anything you guys want to talk about as you head back to the blacksmith?
I'll say perhaps the shortcut and the front door aren't a very good idea.
I say we go through the front.
I think that might be the worst idea.
I can at least get the key. Hey, yesterday, did you see a keyhole in that door in the basement of the... You know where?
I remember a really strange door with nothing on it.
And just to remind everyone what y'all saw, since it's been a couple weeks now, there was the really strange door, and Malchus had saw two sets of footprints, one leading to the door and another that went along a path to the east. So you guys were kind of at like a Y intersection from y'all's little tunnel.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the door didn't have a keyhole, right? It just it had no. It was flat.
You guys, it's oh god, I have a description of it here. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, so just as a reminder, it was a rusted iron door, had a series of symbols embossed on it, arrayed around a much larger shape that was gouged into the rust, which appeared to be a large spiked horseshoe. It also emitted a strange brownish red glow and had no visible handles, latches, or hinges.
I'm gonna assume it had no keyhole.
Yeah, we'll
so.
throw that under latches and handles. No, there was a giant keyhole, just like from Kingdom Hearts, right under the
There
middle
was
of
a
the
big,
horseshoe.
yeah, there's a big old Kingdom Hearts shaped keyhole. You just need a keyblade into the path of friendship.
Exactly. Come on, Zora. I lost it there in the second half. But anyways, you guys make it to the blacksmith. Yeah, he looks like he's finished a little bit early. He says, well, here you are. What was your name, by the way? He looks to you, Dell.
You know he's gonna... Dylan and Oren!
Oh, well,
Soon to be great adventurer.
I'm sure you will be. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Della Retta Norin. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Thanks for your business.
Top 5%.
I try to be a learned man. And then he says, if you ever need anything, I got plenty of weapons and armor here. Not the most advanced stuff, we are a small town, but I can probably patch some things up for you.
Oh, I mean, you could help us out a lot in Osprey Cove. We're hopeless with iron out there.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you're from Osprey Cove?
Hi.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you, I suppose. I've never been around that way. I heard y'all do a lot of bird watching out there.
Yeah, but not a lot of key making. Oh gosh, the iron working is just, it's terrible. That's why I had to come out here, Really appreciate it. I'm sure this will be much better.
Glad I could be of service then. Well, I'm gonna get back to work here. If y'all don't need anything. And he'll just kind of nod at you guys and get back to hammering. Looks like he's working on broadsword. Got lots of weapons lined up in the back. But all right, what now, fellows?
No.
Well, I do want to ask
when I
him.
tell them I'm from
Are you
Australia.
working on that sword for anyone in particular?
Oh, well, I get a pretty consistent flow of orders from the temple. As you may know, if you've been around town a little bit, we are constantly preparing for this invasion one day. And so, yes, it'd be for the Goramites at the temple.
Oh,
Eventually
we
for the
noticed
militia
some
one
new.
day.
We noticed some new guards at the temple. Do you know anything about them?
New guards. I haven't been there for a few days. I've been busy trying to fill a larger order for them.
Just cloaked men in armor.
Oh, that's
Well,
a little odd. I normally
Like,
they let their
with it,
armor shine proudly.
Well, their
What were you
armor
saying?
looks a
Hey,
little
did you work
rusty.
on Sister Vanda's armor? It looks great, by the way, if that was you.
Oh, thank you. I did. That took me quite some time. Plate's actually a lot of work, honestly. That took quite a bit of time and effort, but I think the product turned out wonderful. And he's like, well, if you think about the metallurgy, and he kind of starts getting excited and rambling about blacksmithing and metallurgy and all that. Unless anyone stops him.
Well, it's just very odd that, like you said, why would they cover up their armor? I mean, that's not what I've heard about the Goramites.
Yes, that is. I'm not sure why they do that. Maybe. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe the high priest heard some rain was coming or something. Maybe Gorham wanted to make sure their armor didn't get rusty or something like that. Maybe he told them to wear cloaks so that way they'd stay nice and dry. Because, they do say that being wet, it's a hell of a thing on a soldier, especially for long periods of time.
You sound like you're making up a story.
If you want to sense motive on him, you can. Which would be rolling I think it's a secret perception check, I believe.
And I also do that because I want to figure out how these people are reacting to finding out I'm from Osprey Cove.
Okay, yeah. Anyone who wants to roll a secret perception check for me.
Just to double check. That's
Secret
blind GM roll,
perception
right?
check.
So private GM is between you and the GM. Blind GM is just
Yes,
the
a blind
right?
GM.
Yeah, so I'll use that one, Malchus, but just so you know, the easy way to do it is click the little eyeball with a slash through it. That's how you do the secret roll. It's really easy. But yeah, okay. So Krolok, you think this guy is pretty suspicious. Like, what in the world? Delaned Norin, you get the feeling that, this guy seems all right, and he also seemed pretty genuinely surprised that you came from Osprey Cove. It actually kind of seemed like he was somewhat interested, honestly, because looks like he hasn't really interacted with you guys that much. And then Malchus, you get the feeling that this guy seems all right. Doesn't really seem like he's spinning you a tail.
The fun thing is, I know this means I either rolled better than them or I rolled really bad, and I'm being fed a lie.
Now y'all gotta figure out which is which. This is
Anyway,
why secret rolls are fun.
Yeah. You know, if you came down to Osprey Cove, I'm sure the people would have a bunch of work. Like, there are all these little things. It's not glamorous, like, you know, little fittings here and there, little latches. Our stuff doesn't quite stack up to the stuff over here, you know?
My father, he did tell me that times and relations used to be a lot better between our two little villages. I do kind of hope one day we could maybe try to bridge the gap a little bit, but I guess then we'd also have to fix that bridge, huh?
I'm gonna look at him
we
and
had
say,
to climb a rope.
I'm gonna
over
look at
it,
him and
yeah.
say, what aren't you telling us about the rusty armor?
Okay, so first off, he like starts answering Dell. He's like, "Oh wow," and then that's when Krolok comes in with that, like as he's like mid. Oh really? That? Oh what? And then what exactly did you ask again, Krolok, or accuse him of?
What aren't you telling us about the rusty armor?
And he's like, "What? Did one of you mention rusty armor or?" Because I think y'all just mentioned the cloaks, right?
Nah, yeah, we haven't mentioned it, but he knows.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you say that, and he's like,
I mentioned it.
Oh, you did. Okay, perfect. Said, well, as I said, I haven't been there for a few days. I'd honestly be amazed if their armor was rusted. I saw them a few days ago, and it was nice, spick and shine as usual.
But other men coming from here with rust spreading on their bodies.
I personally haven't seen anyone with rust on their bodies. Are you okay, sir?
What?
Someone hit you on the
You didn't
head?
hear it?
That sounds pretty
You
wild.
didn't hear about what happened to Brother Blanton?
Wait, what happened to Brother Blanton? I think I've heard that name before.
You want to tell him? He showed up in. He showed up in Osprey Cove, like half rust, like his body.
Oh. That
That's why we. Yeah.
seems a little hard to... Are you sure you're okay, little fella? That... You... you said you had to climb a rope. Did you fall on the rope? Maybe I think I have some bandages here somewhere if you need assistance. Rust on bodies.
Oh no. That's okay. I already got some medicine from Elsie. We're okay. Yeah.
Oh, she's a good gal. She'll always make sure to treat you right.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, something tells me this guy's probably trustful, and I just got a shit ass roll.
but does Krolok know that?
What's your wisdom score, Krolok?
Oh.
I don't think it's very good.
Can I roll perception on myself to see if I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
Oh man. God, that'd actually be kind of hilarious to sense motive on yourself if that's like a workaround. I don't know. But yeah. So I don't know. At least space stuff. That's you can. Krolok can obviously make his own decisions at this point based off what he said now, but you know it's up to him to realize if what has been said is enough to kind of assuage his mentality on this so far. But yeah, he just says, well, I don't know much about rust on bodies, but if something like that is going on, I just hope I hope whoever gets it is okay. I know you said that fella died, right? So well, I hope that doesn't happen to me. How do you even die from rust? Does it just start eating away your skin or something? Whew. Man, that's just something else.
My eyes are like darting over at Malchus, like periodically, as he says this. I hope I don't have to find out how the whole process goes.
Yeah, Malchus, you like scratch your neck, and through like a little break in the hide, you
My
see
shoulder.
kind of like. Well, so what I was gonna say, you scratch. Oh yeah, you go to scratch the shoulder. Yeah, we'll say that's where the initial itchiness is, and like as you kind of like pull your hand away, on like kind of like a unprotected part of your wrist, you see that it's kind of like brown, darkish brown, kind of a little rusty looking, honestly, and it's not just on your shoulder, so. But yeah, just so you were aware. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware.
You're dying, bitch.
Yeah. So
I
the
just
blacksmith
grunt
says-
"Urgh," and turn and walk away. I'm walking out.
Well, nice to meet you folks. And he'll turn around to start working again. Pling, pling, pling.
Turn around and follow Malchus out.
We need that cleric.
I'll go with them too.
All right, everyone heads off with Malchus. Malchus says we need that cleric.
Well, we can either knock on the door again, or we can try to sneak in. I know which I prefer.
And how would we sneak in when we've basically put the entire place on high alert? They were screaming at us as we were.
We don't need to
Maybe
sneak
Malchus
in.
is right, and those tunnels lead into the manor.
Yeah, but you said
We just
that
need
there's,
to
like,
ask
no
for our
place to put a
cleric.
key.
We just need to ask for our
It would
cleric.
hurt to like.
Malchus is just
I guess it would
going
hurt
over
to say
there
hi
anyway.
again. Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah. Sure. It's like
Malchus is just on his way. The choice is being made.
I need my
sure.
cleric.
There's no stopping him.
Yeah, Malchus is like cursing up a storm under his breath at Malchus. But following you, since
Grub?
everyone else seems to be. Yeah, Grub, sorry. Because Grub, if I recall, was very against the front door plan. But hard for little goblin to stop big orc man.
I mean, you guys can go do what you need to do if you want to go in the back or something. But I'm gonna go up to the door and ask for this cleric. You guys want to go around the back while we're doing that?
Honestly, can I try sneaking away with Grub to go sneak up again and get a better vantage?
You can try.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stick with Malchus then.
Because I will say, when y'all
How
did
do-
that before, those outlooks weren't up there on that upper roof part.
I'm not so sneaky.
All right. So Krolok and Grub kind of start heading back into the woods. And Grub and Dell, you guys are walking up to the front gate.
You mean Malchus and Dell?
Oh, who did I say? Yeah, Malchus and Dell. Malchus
Grub.
and Dell. Oh, Grub. My God. It's just like Grub and Malchus are inseparable in my mind, the way they interact with each other.
All short creatures look the same, huh? Despicable.
I will ask this. Were you guys giving Grub and Krolok time to get into position, or were you guys just marching up to the front door?
I'm just following what Malchus is doing, man.
No.
Oh,
yeah,
you know Malchus
you
is
can
just
let him
marching up.
let them do what they want to do. I'm just gonna go in the front, and I don't know if you want to give him the key or you want to keep the key.
Oh yeah, Dell.
You want to
you
give
have
the
it,
people at the
so-
front a key?
You guys can plan what you want. I just need to play Malchus, and he's got an itchy shoulder and he wants his cleric.
No, I assume you guys keep the key.
See, personally, I would have given the key to them, but I don't think Dell would have.
Okay.
Don't think Dell has the presence of mind to think of that. So Dell's just like, okay, Malchus, yep, let's do it. Whatever we're doing.
Okay, so then, sorry. So to be a little more clear on what I was asking earlier, Malchus, did you say you're going right up to the gate, or are you letting the other two get up the cliff before you go up there, or are you just going straight to it?
I'll
going
allow them
straight to
to. I didn't say that. I said the opposite.
Oh.
I'll allow them to get in position when I see them walking off. I slow down.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I think there might be a.
But
slight
I'm
delay
going
on
straight
my end.
to ask for my cleric.
Okay, so yeah, you're giving them a moment to get up there, so they will go on, start heading up there. All right, go ahead, Krolok. Go ahead and give me athletics really quick. Hopefully it's good, because I think y'all are trying to be somewhat quick.
Yes. Go, 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 go.
All right, cool.
Hey,
Grub
you
goes
hit
a
my
little bit slower. Grub goes a little
Did you
bit
see
slower.
that?
Yeah, I'm glad they're actually like interacting now.
That was weird. I've never seen it.
Yeah, so Krolok, you definitely get up there relatively speedy, and then Grub's a little bit slower behind you, and you guys begin making your way up. And do you guys like try to like give Malchus some sort of signal as y'all are up there, or are you guys just kind of trying to sneak on?
Well, I don't know what possible signal I could give him.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, y'all continue on. And,
That wouldn't alert everyone. Just Marcus, we're up here.
Okay, so Malchus, since you did say you were letting them head off, we'll say you give them a few minutes to, get up there, and then you start charging. Well, walking up to the front gates, and that's where we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Yes, all right. So we're back, everyone.
Lauren did nothing wrong.
Damn straight, and I'm tired of hiding it.
I'm about to be banned from the Swindler's Den Discord.
Okay, so we'll say Krolok and Grub are kind of able to get up on this cliffside up here, kind of near the wall. To make my life a little bit easier, let me take us to this map as everyone is kind of approaching this. Let me just let's see here. You guys. Oh, good. Okay, cool. So Krolok and Grub, you guys are
Pretend you're not here.
here. Well, you're
gotcha.
kind of here. You're just
You're just up there.
Side, yeah. And let's see here. So you guys are there. Actually, just so you can actually see yourselves. You're a little bit further on the cliff, but this is basically where you're at in terms of cliff.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then Malchus and Dell, you guys march on up to the front gate.
Just knock on it.
I would not advise that, as it is covered in spikes.
Oh,
He doesn't care. He ain't no pussy.
Boom. Impales hand.
do we see anyone?
Did you say there were lookouts like between
Yes,
the
there are.
crenulations?
Sorry,
Like,
let me kind of pull them
here,
out a little bit.
here.
Yeah, so they're on the kind of like archer's walkways behind the like crenulated wall. But yeah, they are in these positions roughly. They're just like one spot back in terms of map.
I can talk to them.
Yeah. As you guys approach, they kind of look down on you and are waiting for something.
Oi,
I
I
wave.
need my cleric.
Hello.
Yeah. We'll say this one on the left. He says, I don't know what you're talking about, and you had best back away now before we draw blades. The temple is
fucking
closed
prick.
for business until further notice.
Sure, a lot of people in the temple for it being closed. Like, our cleric, Thessalonian captain. Apparently, I was told it's also in here.
I know nothing of the sort. We are just dealing with internal affairs currently.
A lot of external factors in your internal affairs. That's all I'm saying.
This other one says, I think you had best leave. Soon.
Who's in charge
preferably."
here?
What? Oh, sorry. You said who's in charge. I thought you said
Yeah.
we should charge.
That too. That too.
I was like, oh, okay.
That'll be next.
Sounds like the guard misheard him. Better attack.
Yeah. By whose orders? Sister Vanda's? Or is there something else?
Sister Vanda is a fellow acolyte. We all defer to High Priest. Oh God, I want to say this right. It is Ragnolf.
Oh no, is it
Nur,
like a
Nur, High Priest
Zined
Nur
disaster?
Ragnolf. And he has ordered that the gates be closed until we are able to do what we must. It won't be long, citizens. Just leave us be, and we will return to provide aid to the town in what ways we can, with time.
What do you think, Malchus?
I'm thinking. What was our cleric's name?
Your cleric's name was Elder Orby.
Elder Ordui.
She was an elder of our neighboring town, right? What was the neighbor town? Cleveland.
Osprey Cove.
Osprey.
Osprey Cove.
Cleveland. Cleveland Cove.
Cleveland. Yep.
Boy, we're about to go back to Osprey Cove, and we need to take the elder cleric with us.
We know no such thing of any cleric.
Stonehome's not that big, is it? Oh my gosh.
It is suitable enough for our troop.
It's just interesting that you don't know the names of strangers that show up. You'd think it would be the talk of the keep. Yeah.
I don't know about any elders, but I do know what my hammers look like. And he kind of lifts up a lighter hammer, one typically used to throw at people. Kind of moseys it in his hand. And you do see, actually, as he lifts this arm up to kind of admire his hammer, he kind of jerks it back down after a moment, but you see the robe kind of falls back. The cloak, sorry, falls back from his arm, and you see he has a very rusted piece of plate on his forearm. Definitely not clean and shiny like the blacksmith thought they should be.
Was Sister Vanda's armor pristine when we met her?
Sister Vanda's armor was indeed pristine.
Your armor looks a bit rusty.
Could
How'd that happen?
yeah. Does the internal problem have anything to do with what's going on with your armor there, as my friend says?
Yeah, you like call that out. He like jerks his arm back down. There's nothing wrong with our armor. Please leave. We're giving you one more warning before I have to call on my comrades up above. You see that point up there? That's a ballista. You nasty things. Can't imagine what they can do to the human body when one hits you.
You need some help with that, Rust?
Orc.
Sorry, what is... Okay, so, Malchus asked the thing about the rust. What were you saying, Dylan and Norn? Just so I caught both of them.
Oh, I made a "we're not human" joke. You know the kind.
Nice. Yeah, and, so he lets out a quick snort and then says, we don't need any help from you folk. Can handle everything on our own.
Well, what's wrong with us just staying right here? It's not like we're going into the keep and causing a problem or anything.
Oh.
He's pulling that it's a free
Sake.
country argument.
I suppose
For
you
Rust's sake.
can stay here, but approach no further, or we will be forced to retaliate, as it would be seen as an attack on our keep.
Really?
Absolutely.
The two of us?
Yes. For all I know, you could be some sort of powerful wizard. Taking a risk even allowing you to stay this close.
Wow. I spun tall tales, but I didn't think they got all the way over here, Malchus.
I think I'm just gonna grunt and then and walk away, I think, man. Instead of starting to fight right here. But now we definitely know what their attitudes are towards us here.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Dale, do you follow? Oh, go ahead.
As I'm turning around. I don't know. Brother Blanton seemed like he needed a lot of help.
They give me a perception check.
Oh,
That was good.
well,
That
he's
was
striking
good.
a nerve.
You want a blind one?
No, regular's fine.
Okay.
Holy
Not 20, baby!
Nat 20.
I gotta get one!
Nice. Yeah, so you hear as one of them mutters under their breath. And he says, kind of mutters under his breath, Russ, take him. Brother Blanton was weak. And kind of just like spits on the parapet. But obviously you were not meant to hear that or hear that.
Oh man, they're super evil.
Huh. Hey, Malchus, we should go. Well, thank you for protecting the town and doing whatever it is you guys do. We appreciate everything you do. Okay, we'll be going now.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You guys begin
Don't need a
walking off.
ballista in my head.
And while they were conversing down there, we'll say kind of as their conversation gets somewhat near the end, Krolok and Grub, go ahead and give me secret stealth checks.
Oh boy, a secret one.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to do that last time. It's all good. Oh, whoops. I think I forgot to do secret on Grub, but oh well.
Yes, you did, sir.
Let's see here. So, these guys. Where is it? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you guys continue on, and you're able to kind of like peek your heads out a little bit, and kind of see what's going on down below. You see as it looks like Grub and Dell, they say a few things. Somewhat hard to hear, but it looks as if they begin to like turn around and kind of start walking away. But as you guys kind of like look down and notice that, you look back over to. Sorry, there's all these freaking floors. I'm just gonna leave it on that floor for now. So you remember there was the two guards up here with the ballista?
Yes, sir.
You look over right as one has like pulled out a bow, and he's got it pointed right at you guys. And let me just roll this against Grub. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about the thing on there. So yeah, so he fires off this arrow at Grub, and we will say that I guess it actually would technically hit, but since it's an arrow, it's not gonna do that much damage. Sorry, let me ignore this really quick. Yeah, so he fires off this arrow, and it kind of like scrapes Grub's shoulder as Grub takes 2 piercing damage. You guys have clearly been spotted, but you guys still have like a lot of cover. Do you guys like try to stay up here, or do you guys skedaddle? Almost looks like this may have been like a warning shot.
Yeah, I'd say we seeing that Malchus walked off. I'd say we probably skedaddle.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Unless Gross could throw a cheeky bomb in there as he runs.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds pretty wild. He probably curses and rolls backwards down the hill a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. So, you guys kind of haul ass out of there and run back down the cliffside a little bit. Malchus and Dale begin heading away from the keep. As you guys are kind of headed back off the cliff, Malchus and Dale, where are you guys headed?
I think we should wait for them.
Yeah, I'd
What if
want
they
to
made
try
it
and,
inside?
Yeah, no, I'd want to try and meet up with them, so I'd at least go in that direction where they were going.
Okay. Yeah, you
I like
guys
yours.
head over there, kind of trying to meet them in the small, somewhat not super dense forest, and you guys make your way down the cliff, and yeah, Krolok and Grub eventually do run up. Grub is bleeding a little bit on his shoulder.
I think they're the Rust people from the island.
Seems difficult to get inside.
Hey, gotta say one thing. When I goaded them about Brother Blanton, I heard him say something like, Rust, take him, Brother Blanton was weak. So, I'm starting to think that maybe there's a little bit of this that might be slightly, possibly on purpose. And I doubt the rest of the town is in on it. Since everyone's so nice.
You're like, wow, everyone really loves it on Free Cove.
I agree.
It's just Sister Vanda's armor was fine. Well, but that was then. What about now?
And how do we get the elder out of there?
I need my cleric.
Hey, do you think that, like, if you tell them that you have the rusting thing too, that they'll let us in? Maybe to them it's a good thing. And if they were saying like, "Oh, Brother Blinton was weak," what if this is a test? What if the rust is supposed to be a good thing according to them somehow? I don't know.
That would be crazy.
If we're walking around with rusty armor denying that there was anything wrong with it.
You want me to walk to the front door and tell them I'm rusting?
I'm not going to tell you to do it. But I'm just thinking out loud, okay? I'm just putting together this idea that maybe so okay, we saw the people at the circle, Rusthenge, and they were doing this thing, and then they summoned this like plant thing, animal. It is not normal. They have some kind of secret tunnel, and they looked pretty culty to me, you know? And now they're walking around with a bunch of rust going, "Yep, everything's fine." Make that make sense.
I think we have to check out more of that tunnel, see if the other path led the manor.
I'll tell you one thing, this goat isn't getting his medicine.
We don't even know what's wrong with the goat. We haven't even looked at it.
I'm telling you, if we somehow save Iron Harbor, and the only black mark is that we didn't save Elsie's goat. I started that sentence thinking that I'd be okay with it, but now I'm kind of not.
And we'll realize he really wants to save the goat. Oh no!
It's sick. Guys from
so what do we do?
From
what
whatever
do
it has, and then we're gonna cook it and eat it. Oh yeah, that's totally healthy. Yep.
We definitely need to.
I want to go to the tunnels.
You want to go to the tunnel, see if it leads to the.
Yeah, we don't know where the other path leads.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
Okay. Yeah, my goal is to get in and save our cleric. It seems that they might be evil, but they care for their town. They're free to make their own decisions, but I need my cleric.
I don't know, Malchus. This is kind of creeping me out. Like, what if the rust spreads all over Chakakoth Isle? This could come for Osprey Cove later, for all I know.
Agreed. We need to stop this rust.
Yeah, and stop it on you, too.
So I guess we're walking to the island to see where the tide is.
Yeah, I guess. Actually, can we see the tide from where we're at?
So, it would appear that the tide was, oh god, what did we say? It was basically like every 6 hours or so. It's kind of in the morning.
Aren't we in late morning?
Yeah.
Then it would be kind of higher, right?
Yeah, so it's a little bit higher. I'd say that it looks like it would probably begin to recede. Based off like what you remember Elsie telling you guys before, probably start receding a little bit in like a couple hours and probably good enough to cross in like, I don't know, we'll say like 3.
Oh shit, that's ages.
Well, we got time to kill.
All right. So do you guys?
I mean, if you
just
really want to go
wanna-
there now, do you think we could borrow a boat?
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, I know there's a boat over here, unattended, at Fisher's Point.
There was indeed.
But,
Sorry for dragging everyone.
oh, you're good. So we could walk there. Or, I don't know if there's boats here that are more accessible.
I would say when you guys were down there, you saw there were like a few fishing boats and stuff that the locals probably owned and used. You saw people coming in and out, leaving, fishing and whatnot. But yeah, you guys do know that there's a dock with some boats over there. Might be able to pay someone to use theirs or something like that. Oh yeah.
I'll just say, let's go borrow a boat.
Oh, this bird.
And by
Man.
that, you mean rent a boat at a fair rate, right? Yes.
The fair
okay.
rate is the fact that I'm not keeping the boat. That seems fair.
But you got to think about wear and tear and maintenance and, you know. You don't just buy a boat and you just have a boat, you know? You have to pay to keep the boat kept up.
Look,
Anyway.
we're saving their town, right?
How long does it take to walk to Fisher's
Yeah.
Point?
We'll say like 35 minutes. Go through town, around the bend, down to the boat, and then the boat ride across would probably take y'all like 10. So only like 45 for a journey around there.
I think it only takes about 45
Let's go
minutes.
there.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we could just walk to Fisher's Point and just take that one.
He wasn't even home. He won't mind.
Doodly-doo. Oh wow, did that only do the one? That's weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
only
guys
took
make your
him.
way around.
I like that
yeah.
line.
Everyone makes their way down to Fisher's Point, and you guys talk about anything as you head down there, or you just truck along. All right.
I just truck along, baby.
Yeah, and as you guys get there, there is no, I'm just kidding. There is the fishing boat still.
Good.
Yeah,
I
Del was,
assume
like, muttering
it's
through
home.
his ideas as he walks in.
Wasn't there a wild old man or something that lived here too? Didn't we talk to some guy?
That
No,
man
no one was here.
lived up to the north at the manor up here.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Daryl.
Yep, Daryl. Yeah, the only thing that was here was a really nice fishing pole. All right.
Oh, that's
So,
right. Is anyone here today?
There is no one here still. Still seems somewhat abandoned. But the boat is still knocking along the dock. A little rowboat for 4 passengers.
Whew. All right. Is there any bait with the fishing pole?
Sure. There's a little tackle box that has a few lures.
Oh, I'll put a lure on the fishing pole and start taking it towards the boat.
Okay. Yes. Oh, that's
And
not a nice thing.
I'll look at Dell. I'll look at Dell and say, "We'll pay him by catching him some fish."
Dell's gonna take 5 gold out of his pocket, and he's going to try to find just a place to leave it.
5 gold. You're paying 5 gold?
I will take it. I'll take it back when I get back here.
Nice. Okay, yeah. You find a somewhat safe spot for the gold inside the house, the little hut, and place it there. Quite honorable of you.
Who said
I
that?
was just gonna say out loud, "Oh, hey, Mix, I haven't heard you all day."
Oh, shit.
Well, sometimes I only feel like speaking when words need to be heard. Yeah,
I'm just gonna
shut
like
up again.
hands on my hips to Krolok. Yeah, well, Mix said what I'm doing is very honorable. So there. And I'm gonna start strolling towards the boat.
I'll say, well, I saw that guy get destroyed by a bunch of cultists yesterday,
Excuse
so I'm not
you.
exactly impressed by his opinions.
I forgot that the Synthagot did like crit him or something. Oh man. Oh, puny bird. All right.
I don't know. It looked like it was doing fine, and then Mix hit it, and then it wasn't doing fine. So I think Mix did his part. Anyway.
I'll get in the boat and prepare for the journey.
Hell yeah. You guys get on the boat, and it does stay afloat, thankfully. And yeah, I guess you guys begin rowing across.
Yeah, except for I'll
Yeah.
start fishing as we row over there.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you, oh god, what even would this be? We'll just say, give me a survival check really quick.
I say that probably makes sense.
Oh my god, nice.
I'm catching some fish, boys.
Yeah, man, you get like this like freaky looking, it like kind of looks like a bass, but it's like a deep pink and kind of like orangish, and it's got like a couple like large antennae, but they actually kind of look kind of sharp, and it's got like a mouth full of teeth, but you are able to like yank it out, and you get yourself like a good like 20-pounder. I don't know, I'm not a fisherman.
Wow.
That sounds pretty nice.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a pretty big fish. Yeah, so you pull it aboard,
Yeah,
and
it's a big ass fish,
I
man.
don't. Do y'all do the classic like smack it on the head or whatever?
I'm rowing.
Oh yeah, Malcolm is rowing. Krolok just yoinks this fish and it's like flopping about in the boat. What do y'all do about this fish with the spiky antenna? What's happening? It's thrashing around the boat.
Yeah, I gotta subdue it, right?
All right. We'll put it nicely and we'll say Krolok deals with the fish. And it is not a worry anymore. Yeah, and shortly after, you guys approach the shore. We'll say that the southern edge is a little bit more sandy, and there's like some room to like pull it up on the sand.
All right, I'm gonna sneak up and see what's going on here.
Alrighty. So
I suppose I'll leave the fish in the boat for our return. It's my payment to this man, after all.
nice. You gonna leave it out in the sun? Let's do it.
Well, where else am I gonna put it? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys begin making your way up.
The bad thing is, if it's there too long, if I put it rotted fish, he just comes back and it smells like shit.
So let's see here. Let's Is this okay? Cool. This is your current versions. Okay. So, sorry, you're not like right here, but you guys kind of sneak up along the south, and it is a lot brighter now. Yeah, at the moment, the how you guys left this place appears to be about the same. The like because you guys had like put the crate and you like tied it down with the tent to like cover the hole, and it looks like it's still secure how you left it.
The cultists we killed, I assume their bodies are still there.
Yes, their bodies are still there.
I'm gonna walk around the
Are they
circle.
rusty?
Yeah, can I look at see if they're rusty / see if their cloaks are rusty?
Okay, so as you guys approach the bodies, kind of check them out. I will say that there's a couple of them, right? Where this one over here, where it was kind of near this this line that was going into this trench. You guys do see that he actually does have a bit of rust on him, but also it looks like his blood kind of went down this little drainage ditch thing into the
Oh,
center.
of course, because it's a sacrificial bullshit.
Yeah. And the blood down in the base here is rusty and flaky, but not quite like dried out. And it looks like that rust continues along the blood up onto his body. But the one that had died over here, a little bit further away, he's just in more of a puddle of his own blood. And it doesn't actually look like his like it doesn't look like he's rusty as far as you can see. Oh, but I will say his dagger is rusty, but his body and clothes are not.
Okay. I want one of their cloaks.
Oh, okay. So I assume you're taking the non-rusty cloak or the non-rusty
I'll
robes?
take the
'Cause these guys are in full-on
non-rusty
robes.
cloak.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They didn't have any like headgear, right?
So yeah, it was like a full-on like robe
Oh
and
shit,
hood.
dude! I want the whole fit.
Nice. And to remind everyone what that... Oh, actually, hold on. I'm not going to do that because then I have to have that stuff close upstairs. But yes, kind of like a leather robe, hood, and it's got a branded horseshoe across the front. So yeah, you strip this guy down. Thankfully, he's got some loincloths. But yeah, he doesn't appear to have much else. But you do take his robes, and I will give you this. Technically, where are you actually? Do I have your character token? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I was like, I don't know where I am.
I will give you this leather armor that this technically counts as.
Oh.
But I will call this cultist robes.
And I'll tell everyone, just what should be obvious. I'd like to look like one of them in case we run into more.
Good plan.
Nice.
Yeah, just don't rust. Guys, I'm afraid to touch anything. You understand?
All right, so I'm gonna walk around the
What's
circle and go to where we tied that thing up.
Oh my god. Darn it. Okay, yeah, you walk around the circle. Crowlock, as you walk in the circle to get the robes, give me a fortitude save. I keep forgetting about this.
Oh,
stupid
yeah,
thing.
because, you keep... You keep forgetting. Hold on. Fortitude save is
Yeah.
somewhere. There it is.
Okay.
It's kind of shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So, that is okay. Yeah. So you feel sick while you're in the circle. But
Yuck.
that seems to
I'm gonna
continue.
go out of the circle.
Yeah, and thankfully, when you leave the circle, your sickness fades.
Oh, yuck! Let me leave.
Yeah. So the most direct route would probably be out over there, away from the body, after you get it.
Yeah, and
okay.
I suppose I'll put on my cultist robes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we'll. I'll leave your leather equipped, but we know that we know what it is.
You better hope they have
Yeah.
a Birdman on their team.
I don't remember. They spoke common with someone, but then they also spoke like something no one understood, right?
Yes.
I think it was Thessalonian, but I'm not sure.
Yep. That's what he thinks. Wait, why can't I change
Yes, that's
this?
what I think.
Yep, that's what he thinks.
Oh, I see.
I followed
okay.
Malchus around the circle.
So I'd probably be
He does.
fucked on language, but whatever.
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 All right, let me put this armor in your backpack. Okay. Whew. Yes, you're not encumbered. Okay. Cool. All right. Yes, I am keeping track of encumbrance because it actually makes strength important. Okay. So, you switch into your robes. You do not feel, any sort of rust creeping into your body or anything like that. And sorry, Malchus. You were headed to the tent, right?
Yeah, around the circle to the tent.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, you head around the back, making sure not to step inside because you don't want to deal with that jazz again. Grub follows you, and are you guys just like removing the tent and heading down and stuff?
Well, I mean, gonna like listen and see, and if it's been tampered with, and hear anything.
Okay. Yeah. Go
Cautiously
ahead.
proceeding.
Yeah, give me secret perceptions. Who all wants to like look around and check and all this stuff?
I mean, I may as well. I don't like when it's secret and then I'm lied to.
Those
Did
are
mine
the
go?
most fun. Not yet, but I don't know if there's a delay or not.
So, Crowlock, you see a Bigfoot over there, but you can't manage to get a picture that's not blurry and grainy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't see it yet, Malchus. Might have to try again. Oh, and then just make sure the little eyeballs clicked over there, so that way it's blind.
I've clicked the eyeball, but there's been no change on the character sheet.
Oh, okay. Are you using the character sheet or the buttons? I guess either or. Once you click it,
I just tried to use the character sheet and it did not.
Oh, it didn't go through.
So now I'm using the buttons on Pathfinder.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
This blind
yeah.
GM. Blind GM.
Yeah, blind GM. Mm-hmm. You are a master. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I guess Grub should do it too. See if he notices anything. God, why is this so weird? There we go. Perception. Okay, cool. Oh. All right. So, Crowlock, you are quite certain that nothing has been tampered with. Grub is quite certain indeed that actually, if you look here, this piece of the tent has actually been lifted up, and looks like there could be tracks here. And Malchus, you're kind of unsure. I mean, it looks like it hasn't been messed with, but you're not entirely certain. And Dell, You are kind of with Grub on this one.
Oh, oh, thanks for the opposites.
And I will say, Krolok, as you
Ah.
like walk and look at the spot Grub is pointing at, like you don't know what the hell he is seeing because there are clearly not tracks there.
All right, I'll just say, oh, it looks safe. We're good to go.
Okay, so start
Well,
removing
hang
this
on.
thing.
What? Let me see. Grub's pointing at something. Let me see.
And you know, Dell, if you look at it hard enough, you like think that you could kind of see what Grub is talking about.
There could be. I mean, what if those are our tracks or tracks from yesterday? There's definitely something.
I think it's
Come
clear
back, bro.
there's nobody here currently, and where else are we gonna but down?
I'm gonna lift it
Okay.
up slowly.
Down we go.
Okay, yeah. Malchus lifts it up slowly, kind of gets like a peek under there as you lift it up, and it does appear that the cage is undisturbed so far.
All right, did we hear anything? Do I hear anything?
You do not quite hear anything. Krolok, you're pretty darn sure you don't hear anything. And
The other two
Del,
all kinds of things.
Del and Grub, you hear kind of like a something. Could be something scary, could be the wind, not sure.
Uh-oh. Something's trying to seduce him.
It's this. Why does this happen when Meyore DMs me? My last character had resistance to being charmed. But he's the only one who got charmed.
Boys, come over here.
Oh man. Oh, those harpies. That was so much fun.
Sea breeze. Yeah, must be earwax. And Del starts like picking his ear.
Yeah, so wait, I'm just gonna keep. If I don't notice or hear anything, I'm gonna keep.
Hey, I'd keep going, man.
All right. Yeah, you lift the crate up. The pathway looks the same as you guys left it, at least for the moment.
Interesting. All right, so
All right, I'm ready to
I
follow
have-
whoever, knowing that I can't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, good. I'm gonna. That's what I was gonna say. So I'm gonna go in there and say, stay close.
Okay, Grub. After you.
Yeah, I'm ready to hold on to whoever I gotta hold on to.
Nice. All right, let me activate this then. You guys begin making your way down the.
I wish I was a bat
tunnel.
instead of a crow, so I could just go like ah and see.
Kaka, kaka.
Oh, there's Grub. Okay. So, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Okay. So, that's probably super loud, isn't it? My bad. It always starts them really high. Okay. Yeah. So you guys make your way down. You come to the same area that you saw before, Malchus, with the rusted iron door kind of around the corner. And there was the set of footprints that went to the door, and there was the set of footprints that went down this hallway to the east.
And nothing's changed.
At the moment, everything looks the same as far as you can tell.
It's suspicious that if this tunnel does connect to the fort, that there's nothing changed.
Well, I don't know. Just in case, here's the key. Dell's just waving the key in front of his face.
Okay, I'll grab the key, but I don't think there's a key.
Well,
Get that
the
thing out
other
of my face.
cultist must have gone somewhere.
And so,
Yeah.
can we go up close enough to be able to see the red light? Is that a red light? Is it glowing? You said or no?
Yeah, it does have a brownish red glow coming from the door.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but we want to take the other path. I assume.
All right. Be able to sneak over here and start to move down the hallway further.
All right, yeah. You guys are all just following with Malchus, staying nice
I'm
and
holding
safe,
on to Grub.
following big nice boss man. Oh yeah, Grub. Grub can definitely help lead the way for you. All right. Cool. So, you guys continue along that path. What the hell was that? You guys continue along the path and da, 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 da. Yeah, you notice things kind of start stone here and then you notice eventually the it looks like there was possibly like groundwork done here where someone had done some tunneling because this corridor kind of eventually ends, but then it's more of like a carved out tunnel, like someone had tunneled through here. So, do you continue along the tunnel now that it's a little bit more natural? Well, cracked through natural, I should say.
Yes.
All right. So you guys continue along this path in the dark, and you notice that the walls kind of begin to drip a little bit with salt water, and you kind of see a couple pools here and there along the wet ground. But as you kind of look around, I mean, everything, at least for now, seems structurally sound. Kind of like hear just like faint groans of just the earth and whatnot. But yeah, everything seems okay for now. And you guys do see actually what kind of looks to be like a trail of blood. And as you guys begin seeing that trail, and kind of in the distance, you almost maybe think you could see like a flicker of light after a good 20 minutes of walking. We will see what happens next time when we come back.
Curious.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But until
Bye.
then, it's been fun, and we'll see what happens next time. Thanks for hanging, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.